So gods and goddesses, there was a time in this part of the world when it was said that there are how many billion? 3 billion.
33.
3.3 billion gods and goddesses on the planet. And probably at that time, the population of the world must have been this much only. So why do we need to think that a god or a goddess is out there somewhere and which is going to come and bless us and do something to us that we will achieve our mukti or our moksha or our liberation? But yes, there is a difference between one god and another god. When I'm saying god, it means those 33.3 billion. That means today, if there are 7 billion people on this planet, there are 7 billion gods, right? What it means is that every human which is existing has the possibility to be a god. Yeah, the only difference is, are you manifesting yourself as a god or not? Or you are manifesting yourself as a devil? How much importance and how much nurturing are you doing of your consciousness? Or how much importance are you giving to your unconsciousness? So a simple thing, for example, today morning when you woke up with a startle and you were anxious. If you start giving importance to your anxiety, that oh my god, I am anxious, why am I so anxious, why do I always get anxious, I am so nervous, will I be able to get ready for the session, every time I do this only, I am such a failure, I am such a loser, I will be late for the session, I will not be able to take my bath and blah 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 blah, you start criticizing yourself to the end, right? That means you are giving importance to your unconsciousness. Today you have lost the opportunity to be the god. Okay, but you woke up and you were losing on time and say, okay, all right, let me just quickly take a shower and have a glass of water, sit for the session, and I'll have my breakfast later, that's fine. So you have won over your unconsciousness and a little godliness has come into you, right? So it's right there in your hand, but you think that your karma has already happened. Now I am such a bichara, I am such a person, I can't change anything now. I am only a god can change it. That god is only probably that person who has, the people that you call as gods are probably those people who have used this opportunity to reach that highest potential. So god is nobody else but somebody who has reached the highest potential. The day you reach your highest potential, you name yourself as God. So use that opportunity, your own potential, to achieve that level of consciousness. That is all. Yeah, the days of Navaratri and this and that, these things have been given a religious connotation. Maybe because it is important to, they feel that humans are unconscious and they cannot grow out of their unconsciousness, so give them methodologies for unconscious people and they will do something with their unconsciousness, right? But the fact is that all these things, they are based on natural progressions. So if you see this Navratri, when it comes, a complete change of weather. Next Navratri, when it comes, again a complete change of weather. Similarly, some other festivals of such types have different connotations. Why? Because they are based on certain scientific facts of how the earth is moving, how the sun is behaving, and how the moon is behaving on that particular time. So then such days become important for sadhana. They become more conducive for your practices, for your sadhana, and that is actually for the part of Kriya Yoga. Those people who are using the method of Kriya, using the method of energy to evolve, for them these days become very, very important. But if you're not doing any kriya, you think by eating puttu, that aate ka pakoda, sabudana pakoda, you are going to attain godlyhood, then I am really sorry, you are very highly mistaken. The only thing that you will get is acidity. So even if you need to be fasting, then at least do something so that your body gets detoxed. Otherwise, don't say that Shalini said Navratri is important, so I'm going to have kuttu ke atta ka pakoda every day on all the 9 days. Susan, kuttu ka atta ka pakoda is a kind of fritters that people eat when they are supposed to be fasting. We have our methods to abuse our bodies even during fasting.